this is the area that I think I'll recommend Hector to help you out with. Like I said, I'm not going to do a design because I think you're going to want to save money rather than doing a design. If you wanted to design this area, then I could charge you, but we have to probably invest about anywhere from 4 to 8 hours of time to do this. So we have to charge you accordingly. All right, but outside of that, you could keep this relatively simple. If you end up hiring us to do the rest of the project, then I can at least meet you on site out here and explain to you what I would do, what I would recommend to get the best potential aesthetic in this area. Okay. But beyond that, we talked about putting stepping stones underneath here, which I think is an okay idea, considering it does tie into your pool. But you could do stepping stones still with the gravel in between the joints. And I think that aesthetically would look good. You could reuse some of the bluestone you already have to be able to do that. Okay. Then the fence, remember we talked about taking out this little wall and extending the fence around and connecting it to the house. So it's pool code, because it's going to have to be pool code. And then extending the fence. We talked about extending the fence, coming through this way, removing that structure over there, and just extending the fence behind the pool. So it's going to save you a bunch of money rather than having to put in a whole new fence. So I got a fence guy also that if you end up hiring us, I could put you in touch with a fence guy that would probably save you some money as well. In regards to landscaping through here, I'd obviously keep the Japanese maples, keep that one, cut that back. You got to think if you really want to keep this dogwood, I would definitely remove the crabapple tree, which is this tree here. I would definitely remove this maple tree, and I would probably definitely remove the dogwood tree as well, because right now it feels like it's just swallowing up this side of the house. Leave the two maples here and here. Leave the weeping beech right here. All right, and then perhaps for now, again, you're just trying to resell it. Just obviously lawn this whole area, but in here you're gonna need to put some plantings. So here you could use like 24 to 27 inch American boxwoods. So you probably need about, call it 8 there, another 8 there, so 16 of those. And then I would do some simple plantings to fill out this bed. So looking through here, I mean, there's obviously a lot of stumps that are gonna have to be removed. But yeah, you should have space to be able to do your American boxwoods through here. Maybe 7 and 7 is probably plenty. So 14 total. And then short full sun perennials that are going to do well in here. And there's a whole list that will work. But this area here, and then this area here. You could leave the rocks in here and just kind of reset them. Again, that's something that Hector could do for you. Okay. They did have irrigation before, which is good. That means you should be able to tie it, but I'm assuming the whole system is going to have to be replaced. All right, then the fence is going to have to come out. All this has to be cleaned up. So the only way you're going to clean this up is come in with an excavator and rip out all these roots. So what we'd probably do is we come through first and spray it with Roundup, but we'll spray it, make sure we spray it because it's got to be sprayed with a specific Roundup, kill the roots. Then come through with machines, excavate all this crap out of here. Okay, going through here. Demo this and remove that. So we could use our excavator to do that as well. When I'm thinking about the lawn, I'm thinking about only going back to the fence. And then from the fence back to the existing lawn, where the fence extends over there. So that's the line of the lawn that I'd be quoting. Okay. We'll probably need 2 dumpsters of concrete to remove this concrete out of here. I'm just looking to see if there's a floor. Doesn't look like it's floor, it's just like a gravel, but you got another whole dumpster of just gravel to remove out of here. All the leaves get blown into the woods down the hill, so those don't get removed. A lot of the sticks get thrown down the hill. The brush piles, these are existing brush piles. I'm assuming that you already have contracted someone else to remove that one and the one up by the driveway. Okay, this gets removed, the dog fence. Then the railroad ties come out here. I remove all the railroad ties and rebuild the wall. You could do boulder walls, like dry stack boulder walls for cost effectiveness. That's what I would do if I was you. Okay, keep that, put new Belgian block along that edge and put new filter fabric and new pea stone gravel underneath there to match the other side. Grading in here is gonna remain the same because you have the pool, which is higher, this is higher. You're still gonna end up having to have this swale run through here. The water's gonna run down through there. So the grading's we're not gonna come in here and start changing the grade. Okay, if we have to do any grading, that'd be an additional cost. But at this point, we're leaving existing grades, just ripping everything up, removing all the roots, blowing all the leaves into the woods, and then coming in with a couple inches of topsoil and then topsoiling it, seeding it, and then we could top dress it with leaf compost. You get good results. You gotta get your irrigation system working though, if you want the lawn to look, to come in nice. All right, remove these 2 trees. This is all lawn. Along the edge, I would leave this edge. I mean, obviously the brush pile again has to be removed by your guy. Remove the crabapple tree here. Leave this brush going through here. I'm gonna quote it as if we're not touching anything within 10 feet of the stone wall, because there's a lot of stumps and everything else going on back there. So, and I don't think you need to touch that because that's gonna get expensive having to try to clean that all out. I would take out the Belgian block and reuse that over there on this side. Okay, but I would leave like all these trees and everything, leave that buffer, leave the leaves in there. Don't even bother cleaning it out. You're not gonna get grass to grow over there anyways. When the tree guys are here, I take out this crabapple as well. Yeah, take this tree out too. It doesn't do anything for it. And maybe you have a nice, beautiful tree here. Doesn't make sense leaving this tree when you have a beautiful tree here. So clean this up. So you got a nice, big, full front lawn. So this comes out, the crabapple comes out. I suppose you could leave the maple, but you're not gonna get good lawn to grow underneath it, just so you know. Remove that overhanging limb here. Obviously remove that tree there. Then the lawn just goes up to the branches of the white pine tree, so it stops right there. Okay. But again, the grading is going to remain the same. We could stack all the block for you, so we use our machine, pull them all up and stack them somewhere in the woods. You could reuse them. Remove this bush right here, it's out of place. Remove that bush right there, it's out of place. Again, this is all lawn. Leave the bloodgood maple, it's beautiful. Leave that, just clean up the weeds. You could probably spray these weeds and kill them and just weed whack them. That's the smartest thing to do. So we could quote it for you. So we're spraying the weeds just in this one section. Okay, just this one section, starting here going this way. Spraying the weeds on the hill and just weed whacking it. Not pulling up any sticks, nothing cleaning out the woods because I think it's fine. I would remove this one little tree here. See, the lawn goes back a little bit further. So remove this tree here. Leave this tree. Not hand raking the woods, nothing pulling out anything in the woods. So the woods is not bad. And your guy could pull out the brush if he wanted to in this area. And then I would potentially remove these 2 trees too. They're not doing anything for you. And then again, there's no sunlight. Get some decent lawn going through here. Okay. And the lawn would again just kind of finish right through here. So when I'm cording the lawn for you, I'm cording the lawn as if this cherry tree, which I think you should remove, is the edge of the lawn. Because you're not going to get any grass to grow through here, and you're going to have very little growing through here. So that cherry represents it from the start of the driveway to here, to this maple, down through an angle like this. That's the edge of where I'm going to quote it for you. And it's on average about 30 feet wide in this area. And it's about, call it 100 feet long in this area. Okay. Then down there again would just be mulch and plants to get privacy from the neighbor. We talked about the front of the house, keeping it very simple. This should be a really nice area. So again, you got a landscape around this. And that could look really nice. So you open that section up. Now you have a really nice curb appeal when you pull in.